So now we're going to prepare the chassis in part 5, prepare the chassis ready to accept the wheels and axles, and then all of the other parts. So we're going to need a pointed wooden dowel or a pencil, and we're going to drill some holes. You see, the axles have to be able to pass through the chassis in order to fix the axle but still allow the wheels to be in the right place. So let's choose the place there. So what I want you to do is look for the thick end. Look, right there it is, the thick end, thin end, thick end, that's obvious. And I want you to look for the right angle. Now we know what a right angle is. It's like the corner of a cube, isn't it? Or the corner of a square. A right angle, 90 degrees. Now that's less than a right angle, that line there against that line there. That's smaller than a right angle. I want you to go for this one, this corner, and we're going to drill a hole. Now you don't just push the pointed dowel all the way through. We've got to twist it like a normal drill, and that helps you keep in a nice straight line. Now I've found the best way to do it is this. Just use your own judgment. You could measure with a ruler about a centimetre in, and about a centimetre up. And that gets you a point, look, up along about there, right? So what you could do is judge where a centimetre up and a centimetre in is and put a little pin prick like that. Now if you did want to measure it and you had a biro or a felt pen, then you could simply put a dot, look. So go around the other side, you could do the same. Now you might think, oh, why don't I just drill it through all in one go from one side? Well, you do tend to wander off the line if you do that. Now look backwards and forwards, check that you think you've got the marks lined up. Same for the front, look. You might want to do this about 2 centimetres back. 1, 2, like that. Let's rule this one, look. 1, 2. So I've gone about 2 centimetres back and then in between the top and the bottom part of the chassis. So this is the bottom part of the chassis here. The 2 axle holes are going to be in the bottom part of the chassis, and that's going to be the top. Well, for now it is anyway. So now let's drill the holes. Doesn't matter which ones we do first. Look, push and twist. Now you want to keep on checking that you're not going off course that way or that way, that way or that way. So nice firm grip, push and twist, stop, turn it round. Check you're going in that lovely straight line. Look at it from every possible angle. Right, I'm happy with that. Push and twist. Right. Now it gets harder and harder to push it through and twist it through, so take it out, turn it round and go for the other hole. Same thing again, push and twist, stop, check that you're going in a lovely straight line parallel with or in line with the chassis top and bottom. And when you do that way, look, make sure this is a right angle there. So if you were over to that side, you would know, well, that's more than a right angle. That's less than a right angle. So straighten it back up again. So don't be too hasty with this. Backwards and forwards, turn it round again, and you'll find it should come through exactly the same hole. And there it goes. Now a pencil will do the job as well. Pencil's a little bit larger diameter, so it's a little bit harder work, but it will go through. Right, now the rear one, same thing again. So what we need is, we need that right angle again in there, and we need it to go in line with the chassis. So push and twist, stop, check, repeatedly turn it round, check from every possible angle. Don't do it in a hurry. Don't rush. Push and twist, turn it round, take it back, turn it round, adjust it if necessary, take it back, turn it round. And I think that one's going to go straight through. Yes, it is. There it goes. Now it's quite sort of flexible form, so you have got this, you know, a little bit of give in it, so it'll be twisted a little bit, but try and get it as accurately as you possibly can in terms of drilling the hole all the way through. Go through a few more times. There we go. So those are the two main holes. There is another hole that's in the chassis. I might have to show you that in the next video, but it's simply part of the steering, so there's a large hole going to be made in there. It might already be in the chassis version you have, a large hole in there, but that would be for the steering system we might want to add later on. These two holes, I'll explain those a little bit later. So that's that bit completed, and we'll move on to assembling the whole vehicle next.